Hi guys, my name is Khan and today we will take a look at Glassandra by Stefan Olschewski. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the performance. So guys, for this effect, I'll need a pack of playing cards and I'll need this. I have prepared something for you. Underneath the silk, I have a glass. Inside there is something. I can give you a quick glimpse, but that's all. For now, I want to keep it a mystery. Before we go back to our glass, I'll need you to pick a card by just calling out stop. Let's say stop right here. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give you a second chance. You can go with this card, but if you want to, you can pick that one. Or that one, doesn't really matter. I just want you to choose a card so that you do not regret your choice at the end. Let's say you want to go with this one over here. Are you sure? Perfect. Now let me show you one thing. All these cards are different. And before I show you what card you picked, I believe it's the perfect time to show you what's inside the glass. Inside the glass, I actually have a scroll of paper, also known as a prediction. Before we open this up, I'd like to show you which card you picked. The 7 of spades. Before I even started, I placed this prediction inside the glass. And let me show you what it says. When I open it up, you should be able to see my prediction saying the 7 of spades matching perfectly to your selected card. So guys, let's get started with the review of Glassandra. I'm not going to show you the packaging as I do normally, as I received some sort of a review unit that does not come with the packaging that you will get. However, inside you will find, of course, your silk. You will find some little rubber bands to tie your prediction, so to say. It's just a little add-on, which I really liked. And of course, the link to the instructions. Let's start with the instructions first. I'm gonna keep it very shortly and briefly. It's Murphy's Magic quality, so you know it's gonna be good. You learn really everything you need to know to be able to perform this. There is one add-on to it that I did not like, and this brings me to the second phase of this review, which is the thing that most of you were worried about, which is the following: the motivation for using the silk. Now, I have good news for you, so stay tuned for that. Before watching the instructions, I thought that you would perform the trick like this. You'd show a glass, it's empty. You'd show the prediction, place it inside the glass, everything very cleanly. But then for some reason, you would take a silk and cover it up. And to me, that didn't make sense. And I know it won't make sense to anyone actually. And that's not just because I'm thinking like a magician. It just doesn't make sense. You show everything so cleanly. But then why do you feel the necessity to cover it up? Because it was so clear at the beginning and now you're doing something sneaky, right? So that was the problem in my mind. But then I'm watching the instructions and I notice the creator himself is performing this completely different. Actually, it's just a little change that suddenly makes everything work very, very well. Everything makes sense. No question marks in the heads of the spectators. And it looks something like this. You introduce the glass inside the prediction, already covered by the silk. And suddenly, everything really makes sense because the thing you introduce just happens to be an object of mystery, right? They see the silk, they can also see there is a glass underneath because of its height, and then you're mentioning there is something inside the glass that I do not want you to see. So the silk basically just symbolizes mystery, and still, like staying in that frame of mystery, you can give them a quick glimpse of what is inside, of course not showing it very cleanly, right? And again, everything makes sense now. So the silk is really used in a very nice, organic way so that the spectator does not think about it. But then, the guys from Murphy's Magic decided to put an add-on to the instructions. And that add-on is the thing that most of us weren't really a big fan of, right? Which was the handling where you show everything very cleanly, and then the last part where you come up with the silk and cover everything up. That just doesn't make any sense, as everything just looks so clean and then you feel the necessity to cover it up. right? So in my opinion, that was a huge mistake by Murphy's Magic putting that into the instructions or in the trailer. So that being said, I really hope to have relieved most of you guys. But now let's talk about the actual gimmick. So the gimmick is the silk, of course. And it is handmade, it is very well made, and it allows you to reveal 1 of 4 ounce. And just a little thing I want to mention here, after seeing what the gimmick is, I had the feeling that it would have been possible to have added more ounce to it. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with 4, but it seems like there can be more ounce to it. I mean, of course, that's just a little note that I wanted to add. There's really nothing to complain about this. Once you have watched the instructions, you're pretty much ready to go out and perform this. There is one little thing missing, which is the predictions. Now, the predictions are, of course, ungimmicked. You are going to make those yourselves. However, there is one thing I have to add. When you make your predictions, the size of your predictions is going to depend on the size of the glass that you're using. Meaning, you can't really use those predictions with every other glass at home or somewhere else. So you will have to use glasses that are roughly the same size, or you have to remake your predictions. Now, this sounds like something very bad, but actually it is not. The reason why it's not really bad is the fact that this is not a trick that you will just perform on the go because you just decided to perform it. This is really something that you're going to perform knowing you will perform it, so you will have to prepare for it, like get this into your bag, and while preparing for it, you will probably take a glass with you. If you do not want to take a glass with you, you have to, of course, perform this somewhere like at a friend's house or a restaurant, a bar, where you have like a variety of glasses to choose from, so you pick the right size. So in my opinion, something that is worth mentioning, but not something to worry about a lot. The reset time with this is very quick. It's like around 15 seconds. And after that, you're really ready to go to perform it a second time. Probably the best thing about this, it is very, very simple to perform, really. And if you like stick to the original presentation of this effect, you won't have any questions in the spectators' minds. So it is very, very simple to do. And probably the biggest statement of this video, the biggest quote maybe, is gonna be, I really liked it as much I liked the gift. Right? If you don't know the gift, it is an amazing product, and I'm comparing those two products as both serve the goal of revealing 1 of 4 ounce, right? So it is really that good. All in all, guys, Glassandra is an amazing product that I'm pretty sure you will love. In my opinion, as long as you do not listen to the section of the instructions where the guys from Murphy's give you that second add-on, so to say, you won't have any difficulties getting this into play or using it overall. If it caught your attention, check it out at mystiquefactory.com. The link is in the description box below. Also, subscribe to their newsletter and guarantee yourself a free download. Also, a gift from us to you. Use the coupon code you can see on the screen right now to get a 5% off. And last but not least, as Mystique Factory has headquarters in Europe and in the US, you will guarantee yourself the quickest delivery time possible. But that was Glassandra. I hope to see you next time.